Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. Today we have a really fun yoga challenge. We said this was for our 7 and above group, but it's really for anybody. I know I have a couple of grandkids at home, Benny and Theo, who are not that age yet, but I'm sure they're going to be doing this with their sister Eloise, so you guys can too. We want to remind you that we have our Just Be Yoga Mindful Mat giveaway. Anybody who comments on the lives, either during live or afterwards when they're watching, gets put into the drawing for April 5th, when we'll be ending our daily lives, and somebody will get to be the winner of their very own Just Be Mindful Mat. If you need more information on that, you can just pop on our website and check it out. Hope you're still making your gratitude chains, paper gratitude chains, as a reminder of all that's so good in our lives right now. Okay, all the positives. Perfect. Before we start our challenge today, we're going to find our anchor breath in this moment. So I want you to sit comfortably. I'm in my mindful seat. It's just a good way to breathe. If you're more comfortable lying down, whatever feels good to you right now. So, finding our anchor breath in this moment, I want you to place one hand in front of your nostrils. Just breathe normally. Do you notice a feeling in your nostrils as you inhale and exhale? Now place a hand on your belly. Do you notice a feeling in your belly? Each time you breathe in and out, do you feel it rising and falling? Last, I'd like you to put your hands over your heart and just continue to breathe normally. When you breathe in and out, do you feel any sensations or movement in your chest? Okay, now I want you to think about where you felt the sensations most. Was it your nose? Was it in your belly? Or your heart? Wherever that was today, that's your anchor breath. So today when we ring our bell, I want you to sit quietly or lie there quietly. I invite you to close your eyes. I'll keep my eyes open. We'll all feel safe. And when I ring the bell, I want you to focus on that anchor breath until you no longer hear the bell. And then we'll all open our eyes. Okay? So you all have your anchor out there? Good deal. Nice job. Did that help you stay focused? Concentrating on where your anchor breath was? That's a really nice thing to do. You can also add counting if that helps. You could, breathing in and breathing out, counting to 1 to 10, breathing in on 1, breathing out on 2, or 1, 2. Anything to help you stay focused is a good way to do that. Okay, so today we have a really great yoga challenge. This I will be posting on Facebook after we finish. There's 10 activities on here, and this is really fun to do. You can just challenge yourself. You can challenge your brothers, sisters, mom, dad, any of your family members, anybody in the house with you. It's a fun way to get yourself up and going. I have a helper today who is going to be timing, my daughter Elise, and then she's going to help show a modification for something once we get going. So, you ready? I'm ready. All right, the first one is plank pose. Each of these 10 things you're going to do until you can no longer do them anymore, until you're too tired, okay? To see who can last the longest, all right? so we're gonna move the seat aside. The first one we're gonna do is plank pose. So together here today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it for 30 seconds. And then later you can see if you can go longer, all right? So, Miss K is gonna get down in plank pose. All of you need to be getting down in plank pose. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Do we have a question? Oh, good morning, Gwen and Will. I'm so glad you're gonna join us and do this. Okay, so my timer goes. I think we're all familiar with plank, but you can have palms on the ground, feet stretched back, or you can be forearm plank. I'm going to do my arms. So start the timer. All right, while she's got the timer going, I'm gonna show you a couple modifications too. If this is too much, you can put your knees down. Because it's all about making this accessible to everyone. It's also kind of fun, if plank is kind of easy for you, to do side plank. So you're gonna roll onto one side. I have my left arm down, I'm on the outside of my left foot. I'm gonna lift my right arm up, and it also helps to lift, oh, we're done, perfect. Also helps to lift your hips and your arm up to take some of the weight out of that arm on the floor. How'd you guys do? Awesome. Okay, plank. This is where Miss Elise is gonna be super important. Come on over here. We're not gonna time this one. This is kind of fun if you have several members in the house or you just wanna do it together, to do a double plank, all right? So if you wanna have about in the direction that I was, it will be helpful for them to see.
Ready?
And I'm gonna do plank on top of her plank, all right? So yes, she goes into plank. I'm going to hold onto her ankles and put my feet up here on her shoulders. And we're doing a double plank. That's a little more challenging, so I would love to hear from you if you guys time yourselves doing that. That'd be awesome. Okay, number 2, jumping jacks. Whoa, okay. You ready to start us out? And we will have some modifications for this one,
here.
moms.
Okay.
We're ready, okay, let's go. Jumping jacks. See how many you can do. You can do them fast or you can do them slow. And moms, there's some of us out there that might just need to do this. So I'm gonna finish it up this way. And she's timing us, we're going. Give us a countdown, 5.
10.
Oh, we're at 10. I thought we were at 5. Are you jumping? Keep going. 3, 2, 1. All right, awesome job. Okay, so for number 3, we're gonna hop on one foot. And we have to do both feet, right? So, Elise, start us up.
And go.
Okay. Do you think it's hard to balance hopping on one foot? I think it's kind of easier to hop than it is just to stay still. Isn't that interesting? Okay. You're gonna hear Miss K really out of breath today. Good cardio for all of us. This is good for our working the muscles in our feet and ankles too. 4, 3, 2, 1, done! Okay, now we're on to the other foot. Okay, are you ready?
And go.
Go. Okay. Ooh, is one side easier than the other? It's kind of like balancing and holding still. Sometimes things are easier on one side of our body than the other. Okay. Hopping, hopping, hopping. Feel like the Easter Bunny. He's coming soon, isn't he? Well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, number 4. Oh, this is a good one to do now. This is flower pose. So we're gonna sit down on our bottoms, and I want you to put your toes together, and maybe you can lift your feet back up off the ground. Put your arms between your legs and put them underneath. So can you, oh yes, go ahead and start timing. She's timing us now. Is your heart beating fast? My heart's still beating fast from all of our hopping and jumping jacks. It's good for us. All right, this is a fun balancing pose for all ages. Catch my breath. And a good way for us to catch our breath here. But yes, flower pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done with that one. Okay, now we're moving on. That was 4 already. This one's kind of challenging. We're gonna do frog pose to down dog. So I'll show you once, and then we're gonna do that. And you're gonna do it as many times as you can in the 30 seconds, okay? So for frog pose, we can start up here. So you're just spaced correctly. Your legs are wide, your feet are kind of angled out. And we're going to lower down, just like a frog, okay? And I'm gonna move back a little bit so I can keep my hands on my mat here. Okay, so we're gonna go from frog to down dog. Frog to down dog. All right, Miss Elise, do you guys have it? Frog, down dog. Back and forth as many times as you can in 30 seconds.
And go.
Go. Oh, more cardio. Is that easy? And if you can't do it in one hop, it's okay to do one leg at a time. You could do it like this. Just as long as you keep moving. You're gonna have to give us a countdown, Miss Elise, when we get close. Can you say it out loud?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Woo! And that's fun to see if somebody can watch you or just count in your head. See who can get more in that amount of time. That's a fun one. Okay, moving on. Tree pose. I like how we sprinkled some stillness in between the cardio. Okay, so for tree pose, we start equal standing on our feet. Let's think about in Tadasana, which is what the name of this pose, mountain pose. So we're gonna stand here. Think about lifting the arches of your feet and strengthening your legs, lifting your kneecaps, pulling your belly in. Let's lift our shoulders up and then put them back down. Okay, we are in a great position to start for tree pose. So take one leg and bend that leg and place it anywhere on the other. So if you want to start us, it helps when you're doing balancing poses to find what we call a drishti. Does anybody know what that is? Have you heard that word before? That is a Sanskrit word for finding a still spot to look at. Something, if you look out in front of you on the floor, on the mat, something that's not moving. Helps you stay still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Release. Shake it out, shake it out. Perfect. Okay. Next leg. So whichever leg you started on, we're just going to do the other one. So again, think about your standing. That gives us a good strong base. All right, transfer all the weight to the other foot. Bend the other knee. You can put it anywhere on your leg. It's nice to think about too, your foot pressing into your leg and your leg pressing into your foot. Anywhere but your knee, I should say. We don't want to put any stress on our kneecap. So above the knee, like Ms. K has it, or below. You can even do tree pose with your toes on the ground. It's still tree pose. Perfect. Oh, you're just now starting?
Yeah.
She's delayed on us, so. I guess I didn't say go. Okay, we're getting a little extra work in. And again, is it harder to balance on one side than another? Depends on the day for me. It just depends. And some days it's easier to balance than others. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Let that one go. Shake it out, everybody, shake it out. Arms, legs, good job. Okay, so we've gone through tree pose. Oh, another thing that I could have said then too was close your eyes. If tree pose is super easy for you, close your eyes and see how it is to balance like that. Okay, number 7, boat pose. All right. And again, remember, you don't have to remember all these right now because Miss K is going to post this afterwards, all right? So to remember how to do boat pose, we're gonna lean back on our bottoms, knees are bent, feet are on the floor. Start just by tippy-toeing up. That helps you get your balance. Lift one knee, one foot, then the other. You can straighten, or you can just keep them bent, which I think Miss Kay is gonna do today. Go ahead and start us. Okay, this is a great balancing pose. It's good to work our tummies. Pull your tummy in. Think about being in a boat out on the lake this summer. It's a lot harder to do when you're talking. Okay. And again, if you want to modify, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Another one down. Good job. Also in that pose, if you want to, if it's super easy, you can challenge yourself moving your arms inside, outside of your legs. Give yourself a little bit of extra. Okay, downward facing dog on the wall. This is a great prep for handstand. So I'll show you. It might not be the easiest to see because I'm going to be facing you, but I'm going to look like an L, okay? And I'm going to put this, actually we'll see how this works. My yoga rug on the floor might move. I didn't try this before we started. Okay, so I am going to back up to the wall, take a step out, and bend over and put my hands on the floor, okay? So if you all can find a wall where you can start, you can walk your hands up just a little bit, and then see if you can put your feet up on the wall. Okay, start us, Miss Elise.
Okay.
We're gonna strengthen our shoulders and arms. And Miss Kay feels like her rug might slip. So I will just stay in this position. But you can keep your legs on the wall. Or if you don't feel secure, you can figure out a better spot for later.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. That one is a good upper body strength builder. All right, we're moving on. We're on upper body again. So crow pose. Some days are better than others with this one for sure. This is a really fun balancing pose. It's a good challenge, and it's just kind of a great thing for everybody. So what we're gonna do is start out kind of like in our frog, right? So let's start back out in our frog pose. You're gonna put your hands on the mat, and then you're gonna kind of tippy toe up, okay? And snuggle your knees in towards your armpits. And then you're gonna see if you could lift maybe one foot off the ground. And if you could lift one foot up, maybe see if you can lift the other foot off the ground. If you can balance with both your feet up, with maybe touch your toes. It's important if you want to crash pad out in front of you. That's kind of cool too. In the picture that we have posted with this, it is a yogi that we had. He did such a great job. Put a couple of blankets out in front of him and a block, just so you feel better, in case you fall forwards. So snuggle those knees up into your armpits. Go ahead, Miss Elise. And then you're gonna gaze out in front of you and try to find your balance. Lift one leg, maybe try the other, maybe try them both. Get them both up for a minute.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! That one's a good workout. That's a fun one to try. Okay, so from crow pose, we're on to our last one. So this is a balancing challenge we did a little bit of this a few days ago. I think it was on Friday. So we're gonna do a few balancing poses. She will start us again and time us. But again, you can do this as long as you can keep it up at home. So we're gonna start on our either leg. Miss Kay is gonna start on her right leg. We're gonna do one-legged balancing in as many poses as we can while maintaining our balance. So are we ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna bring my knee up and then out to tree, then back to warrior 3. Oh, the dancer, I can grab the outside of my foot, then knee back up, maybe point my toe. You can make up poses as you go. This is all about just balancing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! We did it again. Awesome. Okay, we're on to the last leg. So here we go. You want to set the timer, Miss Elise?
Yes.
Okay.
Go.
Lifting my knee up. Dream pose. Again, I'm finding my drishti on the floor. I'm finding my spot to look at. Lost my balance. Maybe move to dancer. Oh, this leg is a lot harder than the other leg for Miss Kay today. 4, 3, 2, 1. See, everybody can do this, and it's not important that you keep your foot up the whole time that you're trying. So you did a great job. Awesome job, everybody. That was really fun. So we're gonna end this, and what you should do at home after all of the activity is end in a little yogi rest, a little shavasana. And yes, Caitlin, it is a great way to get some energy out. Thank you, Dan. We're gonna have you trying that at home, aren't we? Awesome, okay. We're gonna bring our energy down. Thanks for joining me today. We're gonna end with a few breaths together. And I want you to think about that anchor that you found at the beginning of our time together. So wherever your anchor was, I want you to put your hand. Let's take one breath in together. And let it all out. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a breath in together. Take a breath out. One more breath in together. Take a breath out. You can open your eyes. Thanks for joining me today. I'd love to hear how the challenge goes for you, so please put how it goes in the comments. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.